Let's review the Foxtrot.
Yo, I thought we were gonna tango.
Oh, no. The tango must be earned. You, Mr. Ramos, cannot handle the tango.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 hardest partner dances to pull off.
The passive, the quickstep, the two-step, the foxtrot, merengue, the gato, the mumble, the bumbo, the pain, and the samba, the casa, kabuki, and more.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most notable dance styles requiring intricate technique, nimble footwork, and careful coordination with another person. Which tricky partner dance would you love to master? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Huapango. Don't be fooled by the simplicity of the steps. This dance isn't for the faint-hearted. And if you find clapping on beat a challenge, you might want to work on perfecting that before reaching for your dance shoes. The Huapango, which hails from Mexico and also refers to types of music, is up-tempo and requires fast footwork to match the melody's tricky triple-meter rhythm. In the Nahuatl language, Huapango translates to on top of wood. Indeed, wooden platforms are often danced on with this style, meaning you'll hear the percussion. Well, you know what that means. If you or your partner miss a step or dance offbeat, there's nowhere to hide. Number 9. Cha-cha-cha.
Back step, cha-cha-cha, side step, front step, back and turn.
We know what you're thinking. You just go 1, 2, cha-cha-cha, and you've nailed it, right? Well, no, not exactly. For starters, you could count 3 full beats and 2 half ones, plus there's some very precise footwork involved.
Don't you know now is the perfect time? We can make it right, hit the city, that's
You must travel on straight legs, only moving forward on the balls of your feet. Heel leads are not allowed and can make you look flat-footed. If that's not enough to think about, don't forget that hip action. This is a Latin dance after all. It's like trying to rub your head and pat your stomach simultaneously. Or is it the other way around? The point is there's a lot to think about.
You know, to be honest, I think that we all underestimated you.
Number 8. Viennese Waltz. The Viennese Waltz, originating from today's Germany and Austria, is one of the oldest ballroom dances.
It's probably one of the most beautiful and the most free once you get it right.
There aren't many steps to learn, but it traditionally includes the natural turn, reverse turn, and change step. However, while it's in the same family as the English waltz, it's about twice the speed. Plus, you're consistently rotating, so easy it isn't.
I always like to tell the dancers and the celebs that when they're moving around the floor, to think of it like a racetrack, and it's like a small circle within that racetrack, making sure that your steps are always going straight down the line of dance.
In fact, we're feeling a little queasy just at the thought of spinning so fast for that long. As you can imagine, trying to stay synchronized with your partner, maintaining a good posture, and keeping your lunch down is quite the challenge. And if you lose any of that, it's hard to get back on track.
never felt this way.
Number 7. Samba.
The samba's so tricky because there are so many changes of rhythm, you gotta get to grips with a bounce action and the hip action.
If you surveyed 100 dancers and asked them which of the Latin dances is the hardest, a good number would probably say the samba. While it's one of the freest styles, there's still a dizzying amount of elements to consider. First and foremost, nailing the speed is crucial. You have to be light on your toes in order to get that bounce movement, and to stay on top of the shifting rhythms. The dance requires your whole body to get involved, from your arms to your hips to the balls of your feet. And did we mention it's fast? If you can master all that, you're ready for the carnaval. Number 6. Rumba. There's a false belief that slower dances are easier. However, the rumba proves otherwise.
The upper body has to stay still, the legs have to stay straight, and the hips need to move around very, very fluidly.
If anything, in each step, everything from the placement of a foot to the extension of the fingertips is more exposed. To say that there's a lot of technique to master is a serious understatement, and since the dance is so slow, any mistakes are glaringly obvious.
Step, replace, and side. And as you can see, never on the heel, toe first. Celebrities find this really hard to do because in real life, nobody walks forward, toe first, or with straight legs.
Rumba, which essentially translates to party, originated in Cuba among enslaved African populations centuries ago. It's undoubtedly a good time and is visually stunning. But it's hard to feel sexy and connect with your partner while trying to remember the technique and keep in time. Number 5. Salsa caleña. Salsa comes in many forms, but none are quite as hot as the caleña. Originating from the world's salsa capital, Cali, Colombia, this dance is notable for its fast footwork, hypnotic hip action, and occasionally even some acrobatic choreography. Other salsas are typically danced with cross-body leads, but this version focuses more heavily on rapid and fluid movements from the waist down. Improvisation can play a part too. You have to be quick on your feet in every sense of the phrase. You also have to be intuitive to your partner's body and be able to communicate through movement. That is no small task.
My caleña instructor, Jenny, pushed me to do harder steps, and each lesson was an exhausting workout.
Number 4. Swing dance. An umbrella term for social dances, swing dance is from around the early to mid-20th century. Styles include the jive, balboa, collegiate shag, lindy hop, charleston, jitterbug, and more. If you've seen these dances in action, you'll know they're usually very speedy and require a lot of stamina and energy. Choreography can include various aerial moves, including lifts and flips, so a level of athleticism is ideal. And if you're not feeling challenged, each style also consists of its own steps, tempos, and rhythms, and is improvised in certain cases. So being acutely in tune with your partner is vital. One wrong step can end in disaster, especially when moving that fast. This animated style is stimulating for both your body and your mind. Number 3. Quickstep. It's there in the title, isn't it? Well, actually, the tempo is a little more complex than just sprinting around the stage.
The basic feel of a quickstep is slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, slow, quick, quick, slow. If you can get that in your head from the beginning, you're on your way.
But don't get us wrong, it's still very quick, and there are a lot of steps. The dance can be traced back to England in the 1920s and is an amalgamation of several other styles. Strength, fitness, and agility are crucial, since the choreography entails running, skipping, and kicking to between 192 and 208 beats per minute. Just for context, that's this fast. The dance also needs to appear elegant, and you need to hold your frame steady while moving from the waist down.
It's got to be like the body's smooth as silk on top, like a swan across the water. Underneath, your feet are paddling like mad.
They don't ask for much, do they? Number 2. Foxtrot. If we surveyed that same group of 100 dancers from before and asked what the toughest ballroom dance was, the slow foxtrot would likely come out on top.
I will feel a glow just thinking of you and the way you look tonight.
The tempo follows a slow, quick pattern. Yet you need to be in control of your body to create the illusion of gliding around the dance floor. This is made harder by the shifts in body weight, horizontal movements, and intricate footwork.
What can I say except you're welcome for the tide, the sun, and the sky. Hey, it's okay, you're welcome. I'm just an ordinary demiguy.
You might have also heard of rises and falls. These elevate or lower the dancer's body. Too much can look bumpy and uneven, while too little can make for a monotone performance. Plus, the timing and musicality must be immaculate. Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers weren't built in a day. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Paso Doble. It requires power, strength, and drama. It's the dance of the matador, after all. Salsa Banco. The performers dance on and off a number of benches. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Argentine Tango.
First, there is desire. Then, passion.
This is perhaps the most intense, fiery, and alluring of all the partner dances, but it's arguably also the hardest. The Argentine Tango is an improvised social dance that can be traced back to the working class communities in 19th century South America.
When I go out on the floor to dance with somebody, even if it's a performance, I don't know if I'm going to use my right leg first or my left. I don't know if I'm going to go forward, back, or side. That is the extent to which we're communicating and we're improvising in the moment.
The dance follows a strict rhythm and has some fundamental steps, but ultimately it's about the connection between the dancers. The routine demands a lot of concentration, and you need to be physically and mentally synchronized with your partner. After all, one misguided gancho, or hook, will leave one of you reaching for an ice pack. But when done right, the Argentine Tango's passion, force, and sensuality will leave you intoxicated.
It's amazing. I've never seen anybody move like that. I'm sure.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.